Hi, and welcome to Spotlight on Bensenville. My name is Henry Wessler, Village Trustee, and your host for this evening. Today we're going to be discussing the 2016 Holiday Magic and Toy Drive. With me today we've got Bob Flood, the Assistant Director of Recreation, as well as Mike Martella, Business Development and Marketing Administrator. Both work very hard for your village of Bensenville. Hey guys, how's it going?
Good.
Doing well. How are you?
Can't complain. Happy holidays. So, let's start off. What is Holiday Magic?
Holiday Magic is our last event of the year. You know, it kind of begins with the honor flight, runs through, the 4th of July, music in the park, and at the end of the year we like to say thank you to the residents, and we do the holiday show where we put on everything as kind of the village's way of saying thank you. We bring everybody out with Santa Claus and the holiday train and everything else, and nice fun little event we do every November.
And it's always been held downtown, if I'm not mistaken, at least as far back as I can remember.
Right, and you would know better than I, but it's my understanding as well that right there in town center where we do the shows, that's where we do it every year. We're lucky enough to have several beautiful tall trees in town that people always nominate to be used, and once we get everything put together and all the rest of the trees and decorations put up, it's kind of a nice little finale for the event season.
I know we also do a Star of Giving. Can we talk about that a little bit? I see that we have a prop.
This is an example of the Star of Giving that we use. This is for any donation of $10 or more made for the Village of Bensenville's annual toy drive. So if you ever come in and make that donation, you can put a family name down here, a business name. We will hang one of these stars from the big tree that Bob was talking about that gets donated right in downtown Bensenville. So it's a nice way to get your name out there and also support a great
cause.
Yeah, that's our Star of Giving.
So, getting back to Holiday Magic, let's do when, where, we know why.
It's always the Sunday before Thanksgiving, at least traditionally. So this year it's going to be November 20th. The time generally runs from 3 to 6 p.m. Santa kind of arrives on the holiday train right about 3. Without fail, every year people are already in line well before then to get their spot to visit the big guy and read off their Christmas lists. But technically the time is listed as 3 to 6. Right around 6 p.m. we'll bring up President Soto, the trustees, to kind of help push the light and light up the tree to kind of kick off the holiday season for the rest of the year.
Yeah, we'll see what the weather's going to bring. I know in years past, some days it's been 60 degrees. Yeah. Other days it's been 5 degrees.
Yeah,
so.
We got a foot of snow last year, the night before. 2 years ago it was raining, maybe pouring through the whole thing. The weather's always a fun hit factor, but luckily we have enough people in town. Public Works did a bang-up job of getting all the snow removed last year, getting the walkways clear. It was a little snowy in the grass naturally, but I think it added a nice element, a nice decoration, nice holiday feel before Thanksgiving.
Picturesque.
Picturesque is a fantastic way of describing it.
Let's talk a little bit about the village's role and some of the different organizations that also participate with Holiday Magic.
Well, it begins with the village, first and foremost. It's our event, of course. What we do is, and Mike handles the marketing side, we'll kind of put out feelers for tree donations earlier in the year, maybe a little, I know I always mention it towards the end of the summer, but really around October, people start calling saying, hey, I have this tree we want you to look at. In the past, I drive around with a couple guys from Public Works. We take a look at the trees we find best, kind of decide which is the best one to use, and once the big tree is picked, that kind of paves the way for the rest of the people to get involved. The American Legion Post 1205 always helps out, kind of helping us to hand out the food. The Rotary's there to collect canned goods and jackets and things like that. It's a really kind of team effort as far as, like I said, saying thank you to the residents and kicking things off to get the season started.
And in addition to the big Christmas tree, there's also all the smaller regular-sized Christmas trees that line up the perimeter of the park. And can you talk a little bit about what that is all about? Because I think different organizations get these trees and decorate them, if I'm not mistaken?
That's correct. What we do is we take about 40 trees, we'll put them up within the town center, we'll do little circles around the bigger trees and kind of line the grassways. The village will put up the trees with the lights, and then residents, local businesses, local community groups, I'll call, we sponsor their name on a star similar to this one. You know, it might say the Kiwanis, or it might say Girl Scout Troop XYZ, or the Cub Scouts. They kind of claim those trees, and then they come out and decorate them once they're put up. It's really a wonderful tradition that's extremely unique to Bensenville in my experience, because every year I kind of take a look at the list, and it's anything from local businesses to families caring for a loved one, you know, wanting to sponsor the tree in remembrance of someone who may have been at Holiday Magic in the past and can no longer make it. And it's a really sweet tradition. The phones in my office have been ringing a lot the last couple weeks. So trees are about half gone at this point. There are still some available, but a really nice, unique way to kind of add to the surroundings of the big tree itself.
The big tree, speaking of which, you've got one all picked out already?
We do. It was donated by a young lady named Mary Wilczewski. She lives right over here on Judson Street. She had called, you know, in October. I think we had 10 or 12 suggestions this year. We drove around, some of which were in Wooddale. We try to keep it a Bensenville tree. We're always thankful to people of Wooddale or unincorporated Wooddale in most cases to offer, but this being the Bensenville event, we usually use the Bensenville tree, and Mary's was the tallest and the prettiest, we decided, so that's the one we decided to go with. We actually removed it just this past Saturday, a couple days ago, so it is right now being prepped and trimmed and gotten ready and starting the preliminary decorations for when we place it in the ground downtown.
And then, is it Public Works that puts the decorations on the big tree? It's not a community organization, it's actually the village, correct?
Right, yes. We Public Works kind of helps with the decorations. They'll shape it up a little bit. Sometimes there might need to be some branches removed or just some minor cosmetic details added in. But they get it all prepped and ready, and then once the tree itself is put up, that's when the Star of Giving kind of comes out. Those get added a little bit later on, and ultimately it becomes the centerpiece of the event. All due respect to Santa Claus, of course.
No. It is all about Santa and the kids. So Santa, obviously, years past, he's always arrived on either a fire truck or coming out, depending on the weather again, coming right out of Village Hall. Is that going to be?
Yeah, Santa's going to arrive on the train this year, just like last year. He'll be showing up right about 3 o'clock. Of course, we're going to show free movies in the kids' theater, or free children's movies in the movie theater throughout the day. And it, like I said, there's a lot going on to kind of create the festivities, because once you wait in line, those kids are going to want to pay off for standing around in addition to the Santa Claus payoff. So, you know, we have some food, we have some other activities to do, some things like that, and it's really a well-rounded event.
Other than Santa, is there other types of entertainment going on at the same time?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, we have live reindeer on site that kids can take pictures with and kind of, you know, walk right up and pet. We actually use a company in Illinois that is the only company in Illinois that doesn't fence their reindeer in. So it's really nice and interactive. It's another thing that I discovered when I came here to Bensenville. At events I'd done in the past, generally the animals are always behind a fence, but we're able to use these animals, and the staff is all dressed as elves, and it's nice and festive if you want to take pictures. We do have some live music this year. The Tioga School Choir will be performing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, you have the Santa, you have the train, the reindeer. There will be the sleigh rides going up and down Center Street, of course, like we've done in the past with the horse-drawn carriage, face painting, all that kind of stuff. So there's plenty to keep people entertained.
And the ornaments.
And the ornaments, given out by the trustees, of course.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward. Yeah, we ended up using the steam engine right over here on Main Street as the design on the ornament this year. Yeah, it's a really nice picture, nice tradition of here in Bensenville that we were able to put on there, and I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to the response people get when they see it, because I've seen the proof, and it looks great just like it always does, and I'm anxious to see how people respond.
I'm looking forward to seeing the ornament with the train on there as well. That train has been there since I can remember, and so at least 50 years, maybe even 60. So.
And anybody can put a Christmas tree or holly or something holiday themed on there. One of the things I like about the ornaments best is the way we pick something unique to Bensenville to put on there every year, and the tree kind of became, or the train rather, became the easy suggestion.
So the big question is, what is this going to cost our residents for them to come and enjoy all of this?
Nothing. It's the lump of coal as far as payments are concerned. People can come out for free. Like I said, it's a thank you to our residents. So it's our way of saying, hey, you know what? Thank you for being there for us. Thank you for making the community what it is. Thank you for being part of the town. Thanks for coming to the events. Thanks for participating in school events, things like that. And it's great because you see kids in strollers and you see people with walkers. It spans all the ages, and I think everybody has a great time.
And plenty of hot chocolate, depending again on how cold it is out there.
Absolutely,
that's for sure.
That's a must.
If people want to get a little more information, where can they find out more about Holiday Magic?
They can call Village Hall, or they can call me at my desk. My phone number is 630-594-1134. I hope I didn't say that too fast. If you need any more information, like I said, you can call me right at my desk. And people have been. The word is out. People are asking about the details. What is the food going to be? We'll also have kettle corn. I'm looking at maybe getting a taco cart there, a little warmer food maybe to offset things, some sweets, the hot dogs and hot chocolate, of course.
Right.
So it'll, like I said, it's actually we're still adding some elements as things come through, but so far so good.
There'll be information online too if people want to go
Absolutely.
on our website?
Yes, the flyer's posted.
Yep, website, social media, on our Facebook, and all of our other social media platforms too, so they can check all of them out.
All right, we'll be right back after a short commercial break.
The Water's Edge Aquatic Center is conveniently located in the Redmond Recreational Complex in Bensenville. The Water's Edge is home of Fenton High School and Wahoo swim teams, featuring an indoor 8-lane lap pool and diving well. The Aquatic Center is available for private functions and parties. Learn to swim, stay in shape, or enjoy recreational swimming year-round at the Water's Edge Aquatic Center.
The Bensenville Community Library, serving a community of readers. Whether you're old or young, a lover of words, music, or computers, the library has something for you. Check out our new Kindles, toddler jams, story and movie nights, or a variety of other activities offered. For more information, call us at 630-766-4642 or check out our schedule on the web at benlib.org. The Bensenville Community Library, celebrating 50 years of library service. Staying connected is important, and at the Village of Bensenville, it has never been easier to keep up to date with what's happening in our community. On your phone, PDA, PC, laptop, or tablet, the Village of Bensenville website offers easy integration, so you'll stay connected at home, in the office, or on the road. To follow us on Facebook, simply go to the Bensenville homepage and click on the Facebook icon in the lower left-hand corner. This will take you to the Bensenville Facebook fan page. Once there, click the like button to add us to your newsfeed and receive regular updates from around town. To follow us on Twitter, simply go to the Bensenville homepage and click on the Twitter icon in the lower left-hand corner. This will take you to the Bensenville Twitter page. Once there, click the follow button to add us to your Twitter feed and receive regular community updates. To receive email and cell phone notifications, click on the Notify Me button. This will take you to the Notify Me dashboard. Once there, simply add your email address and/or cell phone number at the top of the page, and then select which service you would like to receive updates from. The most common update section is in the Newsflash Bensenville News. Click on the envelope icon for email alerts and on the phone icon for phone alerts. You can choose one, the other, or both. To watch our public access cable show or board meetings, simply click on the Bensenville Web TV button on the lower left sidebar menu of the homepage. This will take you to our streaming center, where you can play current and past Bensenville cable TV shows and board meetings. To pay your Bensenville utility bill online, just click the Online Payments button and then follow the instructions provided on our secure payment site. If you have any problem, concern, or question to tell the village, then click on the Bensenville Action Hotline button. This will take you to the Action Line dashboard, where you can explain your issue and receive a response within 48 hours once you have clicked the Submit button at the bottom of the page. Staying connected is important, and at the Village of Bensenville, it has never been easier to keep up to date with what's happening in our community. On your phone, PDA, PC, laptop, or tablet, the Village of Bensenville website offers easy integration, so you'll stay connected wherever you are.
Hi, and welcome back to Spotlight on Bensenville. I'm Trustee Henry Wessler, and with me today are Bob Flood, Assistant Director of Recreation, as well as Mike Martella. Mike is our Business Development and Marketing Administrator here for the Village of Bensenville. We're going to talk a little bit about the Coat and Toy Drive. When does the Toy Drive take place, Michael, and why are they picked up so early?
All right, so the Toy and Coat Drive takes place during the month of November and goes into about the first week of December. We have to cut it off a little early. We do our distribution day the second Saturday of the month. That's kind of been the standing day for going back many years of the drive. It works well for all the organizations. The Rotary is able to give away the coats on that day. We work with the Bensenville Wooddale Food Pantry. They do like a holiday turkey, really nice meal that they're able to give to their guests, and we do the toys all kind of as a one-stop shop. We partner with the school district as well to do it all on that second Saturday. So we have to cut it a little bit early to get everything
organized,
situated and
right,
put together. And we really make sure that we have every family taken care of with the children getting their gifts by age appropriate and gender appropriate. So we try to do our best to do that too. So we have to do some sorting and work with the schools to get all the families taken
Makes
care
sense.
of. Yeah.
It's quite an undertaking. I mean, some people just assume, well, it's just,
It's kind of Santa's workshop is
Right?
is going on in Bensenville behind the scenes.
How long have we been doing the toy drive, the Toy and Coat Drive? Do you have any recollection about?
Yeah, so this is actually the 46th annual.
Wow.
Yeah, going on. I mean, quite the tradition. Amazing that a community can do this for so many years. And when you look around other communities, at least I haven't really seen or heard of many that are able to do this for the residents, and let alone almost pushing 50 years here soon. So
That's tremendous,
yeah,
isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
So if anybody is interested in donating a coat, how can they go about doing that?
So what we hopefully you'll see throughout the community we've got in place now is collection boxes. They kind of look like those cardboard recycling boxes you might see, but ours are festive. They've got snowmen or Merry Christmas holiday decorations kind of on them. You can place your coats, new and unwrapped toys, and food all in those boxes. So Village Hall, Bensenville Park District, the library, the schools, local businesses. Hopefully, if you're going somewhere, you see a box on one of your maybe weekend routines or something.
Are they
along
out
those lines.
already? Or?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
they are
Yep,
out.
we got them out. We try to get them out that first week of November. So right after Halloween, we kind of get started on our Christmas time. We don't give too big of a break there.
The toy drive as well. I know that the Teamster Horsemen have been a big sponsor and a big contributor to toys, and my understanding is we had some leftover. We had so many last year, we didn't have enough to give away, correct?
That's a great problem to have in that regard, since we do kind of have to make that distribution day early, that second week of December. The Teamsters have been incredible supporting the toy drive, but they actually have a few different events that take place after our distribution day. So they've been able to work us into some of those areas where we kind of have to, I'll say, do a little bit of warehousing, but we try to, what they've done through multiple different events. One cool one that I was just able to participate in
The Duquesne.
yeah, the Duquesne Bait toy ride, which was, I don't know, over 1,000 motorcycles coming into Batavia, all with toys strapped to their motorcycles. So quite a sight to see.
Yeah,
we took some photos.
Being a motorcycle rider,
Yeah.
I've participated in that a couple of times. I didn't do it this year, actually, but yeah, it's quite an event. All the motorcycles congregate out in West Chicago at this airport parking lot, and you've got, like you said, 1,000 motorcycles, and they all have a toy strapped to the back of the bike, and they go on this ride, and it ends up at that VFW in Batavia,
Yep.
right on the Fox River, and
Yep.
it's quite an event.
It
and then they
is.
have that big flatbed full of toys. It's an incredible sight to see all these toys that are just piled high
Yep.
and deep on this
It
this
is.
flatbed.
I mean, and that was one of the workings, thanks to yourself and the Teamsters making that collaboration and realizing that they do so much to give back for the community in Bensenville, and then they got our toy drive as one of the recipients to go
Right.
there. Maybe 10 or 12 organizations get to go and participate, and we're one of them now, starting a few years ago. So I take a little drive down to Batavia and get to go hang out and see Santa Claus and his helpers as they put all of that together. So really a unique event, and they've been tremendous every year helping with that.
Yeah, and they have their headquarters and their clubhouse here in Bensenville, and they've been always real supportive of the community.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So who actually receives the toys?
So we work with the Bensenville Food Pantry. We actually get a list provided from them. They get the ages and genders of the family's children provided to us, and we give the toys back to them. So it's really nice that the toys are going to families in need right here in Bensenville, for the most part. So
And the coats also?
the coats, yeah, typically for the coats, you actually can just show up the day of the coat drive, that Saturday, December 10th, I believe, and you just show up to Johnson School and you get fitted for your coat. And if you have children that need the coats too, they just need to make sure that they're there with you so they can make sure that the coats fit properly the day of the event.
And so once these containers at the local establishments get filled with coats, then is it village staff that empties them and then sorts them? And
From like the picking up standpoint, I'll typically run out there. If there's a box full, I try to just maybe check in regularly, and we'll empty those out throughout the month. And then working with the Rotary, I bring all the coats we get from the boxes to them. And I think the night before, they have a whole bunch of volunteers and Rotarians that break them down by gender and by size and sort those all out ready to go for that nice giveaway day.
so the toys and the coats, are they given away the same day, or?
Yes,
It
yeah.
is.
So both on that December 10th at Johnson School.
Okay.
And same time, it's usually 9 till noon.
We touched on it briefly at the beginning of the show. Let's talk a little bit more about the Star of Giving.
Oh yeah. So we got the Star of Giving here. With any donation made of $10 or more to the Village of Bensenville Toy Drive, we can, whatever name, it could be a family name, it could be in honor of someone who's no longer with us, or you have business names too. If a business wants to donate, we put your name on there and we hang it from the beautiful tree that Bob was, going and scouting and putting up in downtown Bensenville. So it's just our way of saying thank you for helping out this, our 46th annual toy drive here.
And again, if there's any organizations or people that want more information, can they contact you?
Yeah, my number will be, it's on every donation box that we have out in town, so they can see it there. We've got the flyer posted on our website, and we put through the community newsletters, try to put them in the water bill inserts. So they can call me directly at 630-594-1010. Happy to answer any questions. If you're a company and you're looking to get a little bit more involved, we've had multiple companies. There's one in the Agility Logistics up in our northern industrial park who does a really nice job every year, and I go out. They'll have 30 employees. I'll take a nice corporate photo for them, and they can disseminate it through their internal newsletters. And So I'm happy to do that. Rochefort, similarly, you get, we like to take group photos and kind of spread that cheer around. So if you want to get a box, we'll drop one off and we'll take a nice photo, and we'll push them through our social media as well. We like to post it on our Facebook. And
It's just so hard to believe that the holidays are right upon us again. I mean, Halloween just ended.
Yeah.
It seems like Music in the Park just ended, and the weather's been so nice lately. It just doesn't seem like it's really fall or winter. But that's why we love living here, all the variety, because we know it's going to hit the fan sooner than later.
Yep, it's coming.
Thank you so much for everything that you guys do for the Village of Bensenville, all your hard work and making this a successful event for the Coat and Toy Drive as well as Holiday Magic. So thank you both very much.
Thank you. Our pleasure.
Happy holidays, everybody. Thank you again. This is another episode of Spotlight on Bensenville. We'll see you all next time. Happy holidays.